Good morning, Vietnam. All right. 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 Yes. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Boxing beats in the building. You sure you're ready for this? Are you sure you're ready? Let's go. Let's go. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it, people. Let's do it. Do it. Do it. All right. Ryan Garcia is a clown. They've been taking out that lawsuit. What's happening with the lawsuit? They've taken a little time to get it going, man. Take it to his pockets, son. Take it to his pockets. Empty out his pockets, bro. All right. Empty out Ryan's pockets, then. That's the only way he's gonna learn. Yeah. Yeah. Clot him now in pockets. That's what you need to do. Wow. Denzel Bentley says Chris Eubank Jr. is in retirement mode. I do understand what he's saying. I do understand what he's saying. He's looking to boops out Ben, isn't it? He's trying to use Ben as his sugar daddy, man. Like, get a whole load of shit for doing little. You know what I mean? Priced himself out at the Canelo fight, and he said it. He tried to say he didn't take it because he was inactive. Then he said the numbers weren't right. Come on, man. What do you mean the numbers weren't right? What do you have for Canelo? You're not a mandatory. You're not a unification. You're not ranked at 168. How much money was you looking for? If they offered you $3 million for that fight or two, that's too much. That's a good purse. What you expected? Listen, the only reason Billy Joe Saunders and Callum Smith and Caleb Plant got as much as they did is because they had straps. Ben Shalom was saying, oh, we looked at the Billy Joe Saunders numbers, what Billy Joe got, and we're comparing. Comparing what? Billy Joe Saunders had a strap that Canelo needed. Come on now. Hold it now, hold it now, hold it now. You know what I mean? What are you talking about? And it ain't like Canelo ain't gonna wet up the boy. They're gonna wet him up, innit? You know, wet him up. You know what I mean? Come now. Christopher. Young Christopher. Don't get it. Ben Whittaker versus Eubank. Yeah, I heard that too, man. When is that gonna happen? Ain't happening. Listen, by the time Whittaker's ready to fight, what? Man, is Eubank a 175-pounder? Ben Whittaker would piss all over him. It would be shame. It would be embarrassing. It'd be embarrassing. That's what it would be. If he was to fight Ben Whittaker, it would be absolutely embarrassing. Nothing more than that. You know what I mean? Rashid, what's good? Dodge, what's good? Anthony Mackin, what's good? Mark Leacock. Phoenix, what's good? Leon, what's good? Taweed. Yeah, blessings, Leon, blessings. Yeah, man. Yeah, like, you know, I don't think he's getting it because of his name, because he's not a big name over there, man. He's not a big name. Leon, appreciate the super chat. Big up for that. Much appreciated. Much appreciated. He's getting the fight because he's an easy touch. You know what I mean? Man turned down a fight at the unified 160-pound champion. What are you doing, Christopher? What are you doing? What are you playing at? What else we got going on today, man? Is it Tim Tszyu versus what's his name again? Bakram Mataliev, the Russian. I watched him fight, you know. I watched him beat up Jack Kolkai. That was a nice fight. He's got no defense at all. He's a big super welter, and he's got power. He's got a decent jab when he steps into it. It's going to be a tough fight, you know. That's going to be a very tough fight for Tim. They don't give Tim nothing easy over there, isn't it? Flipping hell. That's a tough fight. Has he been elevated? Actually, yeah. He's IBF, IBF 154-pound champion. He won the vacant title against Kolkai in Germany in May. Yeah, he's a decent fighter. He's got no defense though. Tim will find it easy to hit him. I think Tim might shade it. Tim should have better defense than that guy. He's another, like, you know, stands in there square, his foot, both, you know what I mean, like just flat, square, both his feet squared up, taking shots. That was a good. The Kalkai fight was good though. Kalkai fight was very good. You know what I mean? Anthony Mack and Jr. has let down the Eubank name. Eubank's a playboy, isn't it? You know what I mean? Little poker table and ting there. EJ Boxing Lives, he says, bro, Eubank chasing money. Man, don't want no smoke from the top boys. Looking soft to getting old. Yeah, man. The beauty of the pencil. Good afternoon. Rinse Phoenix, but the PBC done him so wrong. You want to root for the guy because of the nostalgia, maybe, by his dad's accomplishments, but when you take away the Eubank name, is he really anything that special? I mean, he's got a few accomplishments, you know. He's got a few. He beat some names. He beat, right. He incapacitated one opponent. That fight was bad, man. Remember when Tyson Fury and Billy Joe Saunders was goading him, and he beat up Nick Blackwell. That was a good win. And what else was a good win? The Union win when he went over to Germany. That was good. When he beat up one of the, what was it for the interim WBA, the shooting off. That was a good win. He's got a few good wins, man. He's got a few good wins. Not great wins, but he's got a few good wins. You know what I mean? But yeah, without his dad, who is he? Who is he really? That is a fair question. You know, you'd have to say the biggest two fights when he stepped up. Billy Joe as a prospect. He lost that. That was close though. And the George Groves fight. You know what I mean? Yeah. Yeah, man. What did someone just ask? Beats. Who killed Tupac? I don't know, Cezanne. Who killed him? Who killed Tupac? Who shot Biggie Smalls? If we don't go to them, they're going to get us all. I'm down for running up on them crackers in the city hall. We're right for all my dogs. I like that. Remember that Dead Press? That Dead Press song? That was bad. That was bad. That was bad. So, I'll tell you what, right? That song there came at a time when hip-hop was producing a whole load of garbage. That was the only modern-day rap song I used to listen to, was that one there. That Dead Press song. It's bigger than hip-hop. Because, like, since them time, hip-hop is dead. And I don't know who killed Tupac. Probably Suge Knight, innit? Probably Suge. Probably Suge. Who you reckon? Right? Sassad, who killed him then? I don't know. What was he doing in the Las Vegas flipping foyer, throwing punches at this this crip ass N-word? You know what I mean? What are you messing like, dude? You're a rapper. You're a rapper. Throwing hands on this gang member and a legit gang member. All that was it Anderson? Baby, was it Baby something? Baby, what was his name? Orlando Anderson, anyway. Yeah. You know, listen. Unless you're ready to put that work in, you don't do that, bro. You don't do that. You know what I mean? Somebody set him up because he was about to get his royalties. He's going to take death row into the legal system and get back a whole load of royalties, and they couldn't allow it. That's how I figured that ended. And Biggie went a similar way too. I mean, I think Biggie went a similar way too. It's a nasty game, rap. Very nasty game. I don't think people realize how nasty rap is as an industry and a business. It's fucking nasty. Jazz Funk, big up Beats, big up Jazz Funk. Hakeem, big up Hack. Wagwan. Anthony Mackin, a washed up James DeGale, arguably his best win. I like that performance though. He gave James a beating, didn't he? He gave James a beating. You know what I mean? Sassad, why are you hating on Eubanks? Let the man make his money, F the belts. We all work to get paid. Oh God, here we go. Look, Sassad. Fuck what you're saying. You're talking absolute fucking nonsense. No one's begrudging nobody getting money. We are talking boxing. We are talking about boxing. Can you beat Canelo? Can you beat Johnny Beck? That's what we're talking about. Not what he's got in his fucking bank or what business decision. This make me sick about you motherfuckers. Want to talk about, Canelo making a power move. Can you beat Benavides or not is what we're asking. What you're asking is two different debates. Yeah? Stop it, man. Stop it. Stop the blood clot crying. That's it, Daniel. Baby Lane. That's it, Jeff Funk. Baby Lane. You know what I mean? Baby Lane. That dude there. Once you cross dudes like that, you cross and you stay in the same state as them after you cross them. Are you out of your mind? Listen, right? When you stomp out Baby Lane, make sure you got the removal van and everything to get the fuck out. Out! Because he's coming back. Listen. People don't understand. Hey, listen. See all that gang shit over there, right? I know someone from the Bronx, and like that gang shit went over to where he is. That fucking shit is crazy, bro. Shit's crazy. Shit is. Once you get in, you're in trouble. Because getting out isn't as easy as people think. Once you get into it, listen. You gotta be out of your box, bro. Imagine that. You are selling all these records. You're selling all these records. You've got this talent. You've got this gift. And you choose to start running around with Suge Knight and flipping bloods. These killers. You're running around killers, murderers, and extortion artists. He's got to be one of the most... See, I know it's not going to be popular. He must be one of the most ignorant flipping humans ever born on this planet. Yeah? He can act. He can rap. He can orate. He can be an activist. He can do all these things. And you want to be a gang member. When Sugar offered him a way out of prison, yeah? I don't know what, listen, it's hard to say, but no. 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 You went into a worse situation in prison. People talking about, like, you got to respect the power moves these boxers. Why do I care what power move Canelo is making? You're fighting flipping Berlanga. Berlanga, someone you expected to beat up easy. And I'm supposed to give him credit for making a power move because he didn't take the money that the personal investment fund was... No, sorry. It's two different debates. I can have a debate about the power move, of course. I can have that debate. But this is a boxing. This is a boxing channel. We want to know, can you beat Benavidez? Can you beat Crawford? Can you dig it? That's what I want to know. Hakeem said the music industry in general. Yeah, the music industry is yeah, it is in yeah. I can't actually argue with that. I mean, can't actually argue. I can't separate the rap music from the music. Music industry is grimy, like you say, and I've been in a major label and seen it. I've seen it. I've seen the shit they do, and I've heard a lot of stuff. I heard more stuff. You know what I mean? I actually heard people who did grimy shit to people and saw them laughing. I see them laughing together. You know? How they reduced somebody's points that they were supposed to collect on a record. How they hustled them out of it. And they were laughing. Just laughing. It's funny. Yeah. People are, they're scum. They are scum. They are proper scum in there, bro. They're proper scum. They are proper scum. Like the guy Tone put me onto. Yeah, he was talking. Listen, yeah, you want to sell your beats, man. You bring your beats to these New York hip hop producers. Man's, I mean, got your shit recorded. We just need a little shit recording. They find out the samples you're using. They find out what sequence you use the samples in the tempo, and they just jack your beat. Just jack your beat. And the next thing you're fucking listening to the radio, or you're listening, you know what I mean, to hip hop somewhere, and all of a sudden you hear your beat, but you know you didn't make it. Someone recreated it. Yeah, it's just dirty. They're just dirty scum. You know what I mean? Dirty scum. Session singers come in there, and it's normally them big heavy set sisters, you know what I mean, who can really throw the vocals down. Throw their vocals down. Next thing, they're watching the video. Oh, that skinny girl there, I mean, with my voice. Yeah, they took you out. They use your vocals and put a skinny girl in the video to sell the record. Nasty. Nasty. Yes, exactly, Anthony. You hit it right on the nail. Anderson was affronted by the fact that some rapper, some studio gangster, put some licks on him. Yes. The other blood guys, he could handle that because yeah. He couldn't let the Tupac one slide. Not in that world there. Because this is what I'm saying, like, they don't respect rappers, bro. You see them Bloods and them Crips. They don't respect rap. All the rappers talking all that gangster shit and that. They're not respecting them one bit. You're talking about our lives while we're living it. They don't respect them. So from one, you put your hands on them. You're finished. He was never going to let the Tupac one slide. Never. They don't respect them. I like Biggie, but Biggie, like in New York, man, but like all the proper hood dudes, they don't respect the rappers, man. They don't respect no Biggie. We'll be joking. Big up Cezard. Yeah. Hey, listen, let Chris make his money. Let him make his money. No problem. Make your money. But don't be trying to con me, talking about you didn't take the fight because you was inactive. No, they just didn't give you a big enough number for you to cash out. That's all. That's all. And then, you know, Ben Shalom talking about, yeah, we looked at what Billy Joe Saunders got for the Canelo fight. Yeah, because he had a WBO strap to offer Canelo. That's why he got so much. That's why Caleb got 10 mil for his IBF belt, because he had a strap. And he was the last piece of the jigsaw for Canelo to become undisputed. That's why he got so much. Eubank ain't got shit. You ain't got shit, bro. You ain't got shit. Waiting for the Conor Ben fight. When was that? 2022. Tell me the Conor Ben fight weren't 2022. Near to when my mom was still on walking on the planet. How are you still waiting for that fight? What? Listen. He gets on my nerves. He's doing my head in. He's doing me bloody nutting, son. That's what he's doing. Anthony Mackin, Tupac and Suge Knight with a blind lead in the blind. I'm like, Anthony Mackin, Tupac was a prized commodity who we should have kept away from that. Hey, he was good in them films. He was a good actor. He was very good. He had a talent. Even when he walked out in what was the show with Will Smith's wife? What's her name again? Jada Pinkett. What was the show she was in? Is it Color? No, it's not. I can't remember. Who remembers the song? You guys know the show, man. You guys know the show. You guys know the show. What was the show called again? Living Color. Was it Living Color? A Different World. That's it. A Different World. A Different World. When he was in that, you knew, yo, this guy's got a presence on the screen. He's got a presence that you can't just go to an acting class and get. He's got a presence. He's got a presence. And he blew all of that to be some wannabe blood. Listen, MC8 from Compton's Most Wanted, he's in the gang life. He's in it. He said, Tupac, coming from where he came from, achieving all he did to go back into gangs, you're hustling backwards. You went backwards. That's what you did. You went backwards. The man died with a couple of £1,000 in his bank account. A couple of £1,000. You know what I mean? A couple of £1,000 in his bank account. Didn't even own the cars he had. Like, should lease them out and give it to him or whatever. Yeah. Yeah. Anthony Mackie says, Melly Mel said the same thing as you, Beats. Biggie was lyrically brilliant, but he wouldn't have survived. And he's talking about gangster stuff with real gangsters being around in NYC in Melly's era. Yeah, of course not. You got, like, listen, man. If you look at some of them pictures, right, of the Bronx in the 70s and 80s, dude, you can't go around there. You know what I mean? Talking all that flossing and I got this. Nah. You can't do that, bro. You can't do that. They'll tear you apart, bro. They'll rip you apart. You can't do that. We was talking about that Kid Hood who was on the Scenario remix with Tribe Called Quest. Yeah, he tried to holler at some dude's girl, innit? Man shot him in his eye, innit? Probably feeling himself. Yeah, I'm with Tribe Called Quest. I'm on the remix. I can do this. Holler at the man's girl, get shot in his eye, innit? And killed. Yeah. A lot of that industry shit, it makes people feel invincible, isn't it? They start to feel invincible. That's when you feel you're invincible, then you know what I mean, you're vulnerable for anything. Daniel said Baby Lane wanting a straightener with Puck. Yeah. Oh, right. They stole Dilla's beat, yeah, for Do for Love. Although, who done the original film? The original is a white guy. Forgot his name, you know. Forgot his name. He passed away the other day. Passed away. Yeah, Bobby Caldwell. Bobby Caldwell. Yeah, great song. Great song. Jazz Funk. He says real gangsters ain't in the studio rapping. Oh, there are some. There are some. There have been a few. 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 I know what. I'm not even gonna say his name. He came to London. He's from New York. From New York, bro. He came to London to do a show. He told the promoter he wanted all his money up front. The promoter paid him all the money. He didn't even do the show. Just left and went. Just took the money and left. And he apparently, you know, like in New York, he committed a murder which he didn't go down. Hey, this guy wasn't no joke. I'm not gonna even say that. This guy wasn't no joke, bro. He's still alive now. He's built like a brick fucking shit out. Even now, he's older than me. This guy ain't no joke. EJ says, Eubank time coming. Turkey gonna make him fight the big names. Turkey doesn't need him. What does he need him for? He could have fought Hamza Shiraz, and he said no. He said no. That's why Tyler Denny took the fight. Oh, Spice One said the same. Yeah, they all know. They all know he got on some idiot business. I started blaming Biggie for him getting robbed and getting shot. Come on, man. It wasn't Biggie. How was that Biggie? It wasn't Biggie. Big be too shook to do that. All rappers would be too shook to do that. Big's making money. Biggie was making money. What's he gonna go take a hit out on you for? And he's making money. So you don't have to play no stick up, kid. The thing what pissed me off about Biggie, yeah, about his death, Biggie wasn't trying to get in all that beef like Tupac, right? Pac was looking for trouble. Biggie wasn't looking for trouble. Biggie was trying to do his little gangster raps, do his song, and he was good at. He was very talented, and get out. Biggie was actually very mature, but you know he got caught up in it too. He got caught up in a lot of nonsense. You know, even when he died, he had charges for gun possession and marijuana and a whole load of shit. You know what I mean? See, them guys, they have to realize, man, you can't get so popular and be running with these thugs, guns, weed, and then expect like the police to not target you. You know what I'm saying? Mark Leacock, he said even Mike was telling Tupac about the circle he was running with. Yeah, mainly dudes like Haitian Jack. Yeah, and that's it. Yeah, Haitian Jack and Jimmy Henchman, like Hakeem saying. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Them people are filthy. You know, like once you get in that circle, you're done. You're done because they'll just use you up until you're either broke or dead. You're done. Tupac, crazy man. Martin Bacoli is eyeing Joseph Parker, Ajit Caballero, or Gilles Zhang. Which fight will he get? I tell you what, the Caballero fight for me is the one I like. Listen, you're not getting Zhang. All of a sudden, Frank let us know. Oh, and you're not getting Joseph Parker. Yeah, Frank let us know that there's a rematch clause for Zhang and Parker. He don't want him to fight Bacoli. See, people are running scared of Bacoli a little now. And let's not forget, Bacoli was one of the boxers who screwed up with that Filip Hrgovic eliminator. He backed out of it. And at the time, everyone was cursing him. But now, he's a boogeyman now, isn't it? Everyone was the boogeyman. Martin the boogeyman. What are you talking about? Jarrell Miller is one of the baddest men on the planet. You're a nutter. You people are nut jobs. Daniel, don't know if Biggie went on radio about Tupac's the Dog Pound's location, isn't it? Snoop's vehicle got shot up. Biggie was no saint. Oh, Biggie wasn't no saint. He wasn't. To be honest, yeah, he wasn't no saint. He wasn't no saint. But he was, yeah. That's actually true. That's actually true. That's actually true. Good point, Daniel. I can't even fire back at that. Yeah, yeah, yeah. He done some stupid shit. Of course, he done some stupid shit. He used to beat the crap out of Little Kim as well, didn't he? Anthony Mackin. The only thing I've always said about Tupac is that I wish that he lived long enough to retract the "Hit 'Em Up" song, which I've always found the opening lines distasteful. What he said? First off, fuck your bitch and the clique you came and the clique you claim. West Side, when we ride, come equipped with game. You came to be a player, but the fuck your wife. Hey, no, he cooked him, bro. He cooked him. He cooked him. He cooked him. He cooked Biggie. He cooked Biggie. He cooked Biggie. I'm not a big Tupac fan, but he cooked Biggie. Biggie got cooked. He roasted him. Blue collar. Bacoli versus Caballero is the fight to make for both, in my opinion. That's a big fight, bro. That's a big fight. Bacoli versus Caballero. Hey, let's get that one made. Let's get that one made, Turkey. Let's get that one made. Daniel said Miller is one of the fattest men on the planet, not the baddest. Man, Miller's a talker, isn't it? He's a good talker. He's a good talker. Like people say that Daniel's recent opponents have been better than Joshua's. So I don't think Miller is better than Otto Wallin. I don't think he is. Who would you guys pick if they made a match today? Otto Wallin versus Miller. I reckon Wallin does better than what Andy Ruiz did. If Andy Ruiz can get a draw with that crap performance, I reckon Wallin would beat him without boxing. You know what I mean? Yeah, blue collar, you're right. America is so weak in heavyweight boxing. There's an argument that Miller is the best American heavyweight. Wow, that's deep. Anthony Mackin would like to see Cabell get a title shot now rather than being a contender. Can't get a title. He's not getting a title shot against Joshua. And Usyk already said, if he beats Tyson Fury and AJ beats Dubois, he'll give AJ the third fight. He's giving, because he said, like, AJ didn't have to fight him. That's what he's saying. He said AJ made him able to be great. Them AJ victories. So he'll give AJ a third fight. And plus, he knows he's going to make a fucking fortune as well, isn't it? They're all using AJ for that cash injection. Jazz Funk, Joshua knocking out Dubois in the 7th. Yeah, I see AJ winning. Can Daniel land anything big? I think Daniel's got a puncher's chance, though. Definitely got a puncher's chance. But no more than that. No more than that. His boxing is very basic, isn't it? Very basic. Not very basic. He's decent. He's decent. Just takes too many rights, doesn't it? Remember Joe? Joe Joyce swole up his eye with that jab. Banged him up. He banged him up proper. Banged him up proper. I can't wait to see some of these fights, man. Joshua Dubois, Shiraz and Denny is good. Yeah, Shiraz and Denny is good. Some people are saying Denny ain't got a chance. I disagree, man. I think Shiraz is the favorite, but yo, Afro Jam. If Joshua destroys Dubois, the fanfare for a third fight would be massive. Yes, it would. It would. Dubois definitely in good form. Blue Collar says Triple D has a puncher's chance, but his head never moves off the line. Joshua can take him out early. Yeah. Kraft says AJ walks through Daniel and everybody will be screaming for Usyk 3. Yeah. Hey, listen. Tyson Fury ain't gonna fight AJ, man. If he beats Usyk, he's gonna be feeling this. Hey, I don't have to fight AJ. Look, I'm the new champion. He's gonna do all that shit there. Yeah. And if he loses, he's gonna hide under a rock. See, that's one thing I respect about Usyk. Usyk is pure smoke, bro. Usyk is pure smoke. He's pure smoke. Al Shill, all the push is on the Iturma to win a title in 2025. Who from? AJ? And Iturma are trained by Davison? Equals a problem. From Usyk, if he's still around, I don't see it. Well, that's a target. They say they're interested. I'm not sure if it's nothing more than a marketing play, to be honest. I'm not convinced they're gonna do it. I'm not convinced. The issue they have, though, is they've got a young prospect, 19, who can bang over the regular opponents that a prospect is supposed to do. He can bang them over easy, and eventually he's gonna develop bad habits because he's gonna go in there. Yeah, I'm gonna bang this guy over, and then when he steps up, it could be issues because there's a good chance he's gonna get bored. And I did speak about this a few months back. Yeah, when you put these young dudes, especially in the heavyweight division, you put them in the pros too early. He should have been challenging Jalilov in that Olympic fight. See, Jalilov won that Olympic. Well, Jalilov probably go in the next Olympics as well, and just have a couple of pro fights in the meantime. He doesn't care about world titles. He's more concerned that he won gold again. Yeah, Jalilov. That's what Iturma should have been doing. He should have been in this Olympic cycle. You know what I mean? Getting ready to turn pro now. or look for his options of who he's going to sign with and turn pro late this year, 2025. Because all it is with it, they're in two minds. Do you step him up or don't you? Because they know, look, he's young. He's young. Someone made a good fucking point when I loaded up the other day. They said that championship conditioning for 12 rounds, it takes a little while to build up. A young boy can't fight them big 17, 18 stone man like that, bro. Yeah? Young boy ain't ready to fight them. That's full grown man strength you're taking there. And licks. You fight a man mountain like the Congolese guy, Bakoli, and you're a kid. How do you think that was? You put a kid in with Bakoli. No, you don't do that. That's a big ass man. See, and a lot of people are right. I heard somebody say, oh, if Atoma can't beat Joe Joyce up at this stage, they should just cash him out. I said, are you fucking sick in your head? Joe Joyce is 6'6", right? 19, 18 stone, and can throw punches all night. Don't watch the losses, bro. Don't be one of them people saying, "Oh, I don't rate drugs, I don't rate drugs." Don't be one of them, bro. That's a different conversation. Yeah, they're not easy fights. Ask Vitaly Klitschko if Derek Chisora is an easy fight. Ask Joe Parker, or even like Usyk said that Joyce was the easiest fight. From what the fight wasn't as easy as Usyk was saying. He did win it clearly, but it wasn't as easy as what he was saying. It wasn't as easy as what he was saying. I wouldn't put him in there yet. Kraft, he says, I hope Turkey stays away from the whole USC. Those American guys just want to ruin Riyadh's season for the rest of us. Yep, they do. They do. There's a few people who want to ruin Riyadh. They want to see it ruined. They want to see it all crumble with Canelo and Tank getting their way. I don't want to see it ruined for Canelo and Tank. Sorry. And for all the people who want to see that, I'm sorry, just not on board. I'm just not on board. I'm not on board with that. I'm not on board. Maybe I'm the defected one. Yeah, maybe I'm defected. But I'm not on board. I'm not on board. To see Tank. Oh, Tank really making power moves. That's brilliant. Brilliant. Now, let me watch my boxing. Right? Let me watch my boxing while I make the power moves. I want to watch my boxing. I don't want to see them ruin Riyadh season. I don't see them ruin it. Hopping in and hopping out of fights. Blue Collar says, hoping Kakache ends Warrington on that card. That fight can't go well for Warrington. He's lost his last two on the bounce, hasn't he? He lost to the guy who got knocked out. Luis Alberto Lopez. And then he got knocked out by Lee Wood. That's on the 21st. Oh, yeah, I forgot. That's on the card as well. Yeah, that's on the card. What's Warrington got left in the tank, man? Afro Jam. AJ, I favor early. If it makes it late, Dubois could outwork him. Dubois ain't working out. Dubois needs a knockout, bro. Dubois needs a knockout. He's not outworking AJ down no stretch. He needs a knockout. Oh, I heard about, Crawford against Triple G. That's interesting. 160? Hey, that's interesting. But then again, like, what's Tripp got now? Tripp's finished, isn't it? Terrence is gonna just dance around him and outbox him. You know what I mean? Tripp's an old man, man. He's an old man. Tripp G, he's old. He's old now. You're old, dog. You're old. You're like that menace to society. You're old, dog. You're too old. Kraft said boxing needs Usyk to win again. If Fury wins, we'll never hear the last of it. Yeah, that could happen, Blue Collar. If Triple D was to win it, Frank might put Ituri with Triple D. Yeah. Because if Ituri wins and is the youngest ever, beats Tyson's record, that's some serious marketing. That's some serious marketing. Wow. Jazz Funk. Dubois loves a straight right hand. Yeah, he eats them for breakfast. FBA says outwork AJ how? Yeah, I don't see it. I don't see it. He needs a knockout. You can't just keep walking in taking him shots. He's got to land early. You know what I mean? He's hit. Even Joyce was finding Dubois easier to hit than Derek Chisora. And I told everybody, listen, Derek is gonna light up Joe. Whether he wins or not, I don't know. Derek is gonna find a home for his punches. Daniel's defense is pretty bad. Blue Collar said it feels like the Uzbeks are taking over from the Cubans in the amateurs. Yep, 5 out of a possible 7 goals. Yeah. Like see the Cubans. In time, people get soft in it. Like to me, the Cubans don't make good pros, and right now they're not even dominating the amateurs no more. Like you say, Uzbekistan, Uzbekistan killing it, and that's why like Madrimov, he's from that school of boxing. A lot of people underestimate him. I didn't underestimate him. I said I think this fight is either late stoppage or points or late stoppage. I said, and it's going to be a tough fight. And it was a tough fight. Then Uzbekistan can box, man. I've been watching Madrimov for a little while. He can box. You know what I mean? Them feints might not work as well on Terence Crawford, but they worked on him. But I've seen him use that. He used them feints on Kurbanov, didn't he? And fucked him up. That's how he managed to push him up on the ropes with the feints. That man can box. Uzbekistan man can box. They've been dominating for a little while, Blue Collar, in the amateurs. Case K, what's up, Beats? Big up, Case. Johnny said, Utama needed the money, not the medals. Now you see, you're looking at it the wrong way. The medals are the money. It's about developing the heavyweight correctly. Yeah? The little change that he's getting for these come-up fights are nothing. Then if you're a British guy and you got a gold, look at Audley Harrison when he won heavyweight gold, super heavyweight gold. He got a TV contract with the BBC and made a fortune. Where do you think the funding from British boxing came? It came because of Audley getting that gold medal at super heavy. That turned it around. That got the lottery money involved. Look at Joshua, Olympic gold medalist, super heavyweight. Dubois, they should have let Dubois run another Olympic cycle. Yeah, he should have been in the 2016 Olympics. And probably the 2020, actually. He should have went pro probably about 2020. Afro Jam says Dubois threw more punches as the rounds went against Hrgovic and Miller. Yeah, because Hrgovic's gas tank was fucking shocking. Yeah, his strength and conditioning was. And Miller, come on, man, Miller weighed how much? Like, come on, and he ain't got the peds in him, bro. But he ain't got no peds. No peds. Of course, he outworked them. What, you telling me that them guys have got better endurance and strength than AJ? No, they haven't. They haven't, bro. They haven't. They can't box as well as AJ. They can't put their. Listen. He's not outworking AJ down the stretch, bro. He don't have the skills, bro. He don't have the ability. He don't have the head movement. He needs to bang AJ out early. He needs to bang him out early. Yeah. The longer it goes, the worse. He needs to knock AJ out. AJ will just keep teeing off and teeing off on him and teeing off. You guys underrating AJ, bro. You know what I mean? Underestimating AJ. FBA said, yeah, he threw punches against guys who weren't smashing his face with power. Thank you. Yeah, Blue Collar said, Chisora hit, yeah, hitting the hardest he's been hit. I think, yeah, Dave Allen said the same thing. Yeah, yeah. Usyk said it was like a baseball bat. He said it was like a baseball bat. And you know why that is? Because Derek doesn't care. He's not scared. When I say he doesn't care, it's not like Derek don't walk in to get hit. You watch his defense compared to Joyce. But if he does get hit, he doesn't bitch about it. He'll get hit and he'll come straight back at you, right? And a lot of people think skill. No, it's mentality. It's mentality. Yeah? A lot of people go into combat sports, whether it's karate, kung fu, boxing, right? And the reason they quit is because they're scared to get hit. Yeah? One thing it doesn't matter how skilled you are, if you're scared to get hit, you can't do nothing in boxing, martial arts. You can't do, if you're scared to get hit, you're fucked. You're literally fucked right there. Because if you're scared to get hit, no matter what skill and strategy you have, it will be offset by the fact you are scared to get hit. And Derek, see, the thing is, right? This is what I was talking about, the Philly. You see the Philly circuit, yeah? What the Philly circuit or the Philly trainers, what they will try and instill into you is if you get hit or you get beat, right? That don't mean, oh, you start thinking, I need to change my whole style. You coach. No. You're supposed to not let you're supposed to keep improving your skills. Obviously, you've got to keep developing your skills, learn to move your head, learn to do blah, 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 blah. But you don't let it change your intensity, losing or getting hit. And that's what a lot of modern boxers lack, including Joshua at times, actually, going through all them trainers and stuff. They let a defeat, or they let, oh, I got hit, I need to change everything. No, you don't. No, you don't. You need to change some things, but not everything. Johnny said, Itoma, 19, doesn't have man strength, not ready for Joyce. I'm telling you, bro. Them big dudes in their 30s, yeah? Like, you see like when they're heavyweight, they can't no longer make 17 and they're 18 stone, and you got to push that around for 12 rounds? In a lot of ways, heavyweight boxing is more difficult now than when Ali was boxing, or even Tyson. Because you've got juggernauts in there, bro. You've got gargantuan guys. You see what like let me tell you, right? You see what Joyce was trying to do to Derek? He was trying to drain him out by leaning on him. He was leaning all up. Listen, against another opponent who doesn't have the same mentality as Derek, he would have broke them. He would have broke them with that leaning. He would have broke them. See, these are the questions Itoma will have to answer. Can you handle that? Yeah? Because 2 rounds of that 19 stone guy leaning on you, that lactic acid is going to start burning, bro. Burning. And a punch, and then when the power leaves your punches, do you have the heart and the boxing ability to compensate? Because these are all things heavyweights have to go through. When Larry Holmes beat Ken Norton. He didn't beat Ken Norton because he was better than him. He eventually became a better fighter than Ken, but he was young himself. Ken like fought Ali 3 times, Norton, Shavers, Jerry Quarry. What's the Jimmy Young? He fought all of them. He fought all of them. And that cross-arm defense, not easy to deal with. And that body attack and that output, Ken Norton was a very good fighter. Took Ali to a split, took Holmes to a split. Holmes won because when he couldn't get his jab off, which is one of the best heavyweight jabs from any heavyweight, when he couldn't get him off, he fought him inside. And if he didn't fight him inside like he would have got, Ken would have run him over. He would have run him over. It's when you, listen, when you're not able to do what you're good at, when you're not able to do what you're good at as a boxer is when you find out how good you are. When you're not able to use, I'm used to just jabbing a man. Because Holmes had about 84-inch reach. You do realize that, right? Holmes could win a fight on his jab. And he often did. Just on his jab alone. But you take that away from him, then you'll see how good he is. Then you'll see how good he is. And that's what Moses will have to go through with maybe Joe Joyce or maybe even Derek. With all these old stepping stones. You know, listen. Rock is extremely tough, bro. He's extremely tough. But he was probably just about ready to go when Moses fought him. But, yo, I'm telling you, the step up, they've got to really look at the step up, bro. You get the step up wrong. Joyce is not an easy guy to fight, bro. If people are going to be looking at the Zhang fight, they're making a mistake. They're making a mistake. Who would I give it to him next? I don't know. I'm not even sure if I'd be like selecting opponents yet. I think I'd just be just pick not bums, but I don't know. He's very young. He's very young. He's very young, man. He's very young. He's very young. And you see, the thing is, if he bowls over Joyce, what are they going to do? They're going to ask for more. They're going to, put me with Piccoli. Hell, that's what they're going to do. They're going to demand that he fights the big sharks. That's what they're going to do. They're not going to ease up on him. The more you go, they don't ease up. They go harder. The harder you go, the harder they go. But I think Jermaine Franklin wouldn't be bad. Afro Jam said Miller is not the biggest puncher. He did pressure Dubois significantly until the mid rounds. Miller is not Anthony Joshua, bro. Yeah, Miller don't have a right cross to speak of, bro. Yeah, he don't have a right cross to meet you when you're charging inside with your own jab. He doesn't have it. He was able to go forward and out jab Miller because Miller he don't have the same punch arsenal as Joshua. He's not wearing Joshua down, bro. He's not. If you couldn't wear down Joyce, right? With them, Joyce has got one of the most limited right hands you will see. It's so undeveloped. If you couldn't wear down Joyce, one-handed, you're not wearing down two-handed Joshua. You're not, bro. You're not. Maybe a better fighter could. I could see some other fighters possibly. He ain't doing it. He ain't not with that head movement. He ain't doing it, bro. He's not wearing Joshua down, bro. He's not wearing him down. He'd have to knock him out early. Knock him out early. First 5 or 6 before his face starts knotting up everywhere. Yeah? AJ Stark landed that jab. on that right eye where Joyce was hitting him. Let's see what he's made of. AJ got a better jab and right hand than Joyce. But you never know. You never know. I don't see him wearing him down. Ooh, I don't know about him setting up AJ in a trap. I think he's got to just go at AJ. I think he's just got to go at him, Afro Jam. But then again, like, I don't think he's got the skills to set AJ up like that. I think he's just got to get in AJ's chest, yeah, try and bang one over the top. To Helen back, she says, Fury is not rematching Usyk. Why do you say that? I know why you're saying it, and I kind of half agree, but I mean, I'll be shocked if he doesn't make it to the ring. Diobinuni says, Atoma has had nothing come back in any of his fights. He's not ready for the top 15 guys. He hasn't had, listen, he hasn't had anything come back at him. He's been able to throw all the punches he wants with nothing coming back at him. With nothing coming back. Say what you want about Joyce. He was going to miss a lot, but he's going to throw a lot of punches. And he'll be willing to take some to land his own. Yeah? And he's, even though it's very crude, it is very not elite level boxing. But if he looks to clinch up Itoma like he did Chisora, who knows? Wrap him up in that clinch. Keep them punches coming at him. On the rope, backing him up to the ropes. Can Itoma fight off the ropes for long periods? Because that's what Derek had to do. You see what Derek had to do? Derek had to use evasive head movement, cross-arm defense on the ropes, or you lose the fight. Like Zhang, he had comparable dimensions in terms of height and reach. So Joyce didn't get that option. He's fighting another big man. Zhang dictated the pace. Can Itoma do that? Can Itoma dictate the pace like Zhang? Zhang is an older heavyweight, man. He's experienced. What you'll see a pattern if you go through the years and watching heavyweights when they get in their 30s, they relax more, and when they relax more, and they're able to plan their moves a couple moves ahead of the young bucks. That's where they become very effective and very dangerous. So I'm looking to see what step up they make. I'm looking to see. Afro Jam. A lot of Cubans did well, but many are representing other countries. Okay. Yeah, probably all that oppressive flipping communist. Let me not say that. Someone's like, why do you say that about communists? Let me not say that. FBA, Turkey ain't trying to sign Canelo and Tank. He's offering them one fight for big money. Yeah, indeed. Indeed. But they're making power moves, in it. That's what's important to some fans. Oh, they're making power moves. Great. Blue collar. One Cuban to look out for in the pros is Osleys Iglesias. I've heard about him. He's fighting on the Canadian card this weekend. That's with Magdamov and is it, what's the Italian guy? Is it Guido? I thought Guido had a case against Ajagba, you know. I have to watch that again. That fight was tight on the cards, man. Hey, is that Italian going to upset Magdamov? Is he going to upset him? Jalilov is done with the amateurs, says Afro Jam. He left his vest in the ring after he won the medal and was crying. Man, listen, Jalilov, you're a waste man, bro. I mean, listen. When you turn pro, just turn pro. He's got talent, though. He's got talent. I shouldn't say he's a waste man. I actually like Jalilov. He's a good fighter. I don't know, like, that's 2 Olympic cycles. He's been in 3 Olympic cycles, actually, isn't it? And 2 of them have been after he's turned pro. That's crazy, man. That's absolute madness. I like the fight between him and Joe Joyce. I was gutted the cut got in the way. That was warming up to be a very good fight. I mean, look at he's 14-0 with 14 stoppages. 6'7", 81-inch reach. He's got all the flipping physical tools. But he hasn't fought nobody. I mean, his best opponent has been Camille. And he's a journeyman, straight up journeyman. But that's been his best opponent, in my opinion, as a pro. Can he interrupt the party? Or has he spent too much time messing around in the Olympics? Phil Asinai says, big up Beats. Big up yourself. Anthony says, Beats, as long as you said it ago, the bulldozer style will get you knocked out. If you're fighting somebody with hands, bulldozer shit with no head movement will get you messed up. Yeah. Case said, facts Beats. If you're scared to get hit, boxing, MMA, martial arts isn't for you. Yeah, you need to give it a wide berth. You need to give it a wide berth. Yeah? It's when I was doing delivery driving, right? For the supermarket. This is years back. And like my manager, he used to do martial arts. And we would talk, we talk about martial arts boxing. And he used to discuss the reason why most people don't stick out them discipline because they're scared to get hit. They're scared to get hit. And it's not like an unnatural reaction to be scared to get hit, but they're scared to get hit. Yeah, he definitely has a puncher's chance, Anthony. Afro Jam, could it be a cagey fight as they've both been labelled like scarred to get hit, scared, and maybe it could be a bit battle scarred? Could it be cagey? I don't think Daniel knows how to do cagey. I don't think Daniel knows how to do it. I think Daniel's got to stick to what he does. Yeah? That would be to walk through the best of the punishment and land something big. What we saying was rigged? Beats, when I first started fighting, a coach told us, if you're seeing your own blood scares you, do not sign up for this. Exactly. Because, like, you see what you're saying there? Like, that is traumatic. Like, for most of it, for me, it would be, right? If I was to get into a fight in a boxing ring sparring and I see my own blood, I'd be like, oh, God. With the ambulance and shit. That's what I'd be thinking. And a lot of people would be like that, right? It's not a natural reaction to be, oh, yeah, I'm totally cool with that. You've got to, like, desensitize yourself to what a regular citizen would feel in them situations. And that's not easy. That is not easy. It's not easy. Yeah? And Derek has that in abundance more than probably the elite fighters. Yeah? As soon as he was knocked out by Dillian White, right? Within an hour or so, are you going to retire, Derek? See, that's the problem with this. Derek just said, what did he say? Derek said, that's the problem with this country. You have one setback and they want you to retire. He just got knocked out. Just got knocked out. That's a fighter. That's a fighter. Say what you want about his accomplishments and what he's a fighter. If you've got that type of that mentality, then people are difficult to fight, bro. I think I think AJ's about 82. I think AJ's about 82. Holmes is 84. Yeah, see, AJ's going to look to use that jab on Daniel. Look to that jab and that 1-2 and punish him. The less jabs Dubois takes is all the better for him. He can't afford to keep taking jab after jab. Like against Hergovic, I thought he was going to fold in. Like he was taking so much shots. Like let's keep it real, right? That conditioning was diabolical from Hergovic. His like for the way he was dominating that fight behind that jab and that 1-2, your conditioning was diabolical. Some of the worst actually I've seen at this level. It was shocking. His conditioning was shocking. The way he crumbled was shocking. The way he let Daniel just walk up on him after holding him off with that jab and that 1-2 was shocking. I don't see that in Joshua. I don't see that in Joshua. Hey, listen, man. If anyone wants to jump in for the last half hour or so, let's go. Oh, Lady Chan's got Joshua between 6 and 8. That's a great point, and I was going to address that in one of my uploads, Big Blue Collar. How will Triple D deal with the anxiety of a big crowd? I think the neutral territory in Saudi suits his temperament. This is going to be an electric atmosphere. He could fall apart. That Wembley atmosphere, that's a serious atmosphere. And Joshua's used to all that. He beat Klitschko. He's beat Parker, big stadium fights. Was Povetkin a big stadium fight? He's done that. He's done that. Sassad, Turkey is the best thing that's happened to boxing. Let's hope he doesn't get bored like that Russian football owner, Anzi Mat. I've never heard of him. Diobby Newley putting Tama in with a big name is done like Wilder, who doesn't throw punches anymore. Like, you'd have to pay Wilder a fortune to take that fight. Because, listen, that fight is horrible for Wilder. Because until he could land that big punch and screw up Ituma's future. But until that point, Ituma puts a beating on Wilder. He puts a bad beating on him, man. Puts a bad beating. That's Wilder's issue trying to make a comeback, right? There's nobody you can't beat him up. There's nobody you can't beat him up. Who can't beat him up? Even Dominic Brazil was roughing him up a little until he landed that big punch. He's always dangerous with that big punch. But until then, he's very beatable, man. He's very beatable. He gave Tyson Fury the reputation as a brawler. Tyson Fury ain't no brawler. Look what a gun was running him. Like my guy around the ring. Running Tyson around the ring. against Wilder, he's like flipping Arturo Gatti and Mickey Ward. The Raging Bull. Wilder was blessed with natural power in his right hand, but he can't fight to save his life. I said it. He can't fight to save his life. I didn't say box. I said fight. Right? And that's a combination of fighting and but he can't fight. He can't fight. He can punch. He can't fight. Moses would put a beating on him until Wilder landed something. Afro jab. If he rushes AJ, AJ will counter. I don't see that working early unless it's round one and he catches him cold. Let's keep it real, yeah? Let's keep it real. AJ has to deteriorate pretty badly for Daniel to win the fight. He has to deteriorate pretty badly. Case K, I don't think Fury particularly wants the Usyk fight again. But he don't have a choice at this point. I don't think he wants it. I think that 9th round is going to be a watershed moment in his career. I don't think he recovers. Listen, you've just got to go look back at that round, at how bad it was for him. It was really bad, people. The referee saved him from dying. The referee saved Fury from dying, bro. The referee stepped in front of Usyk when he was about to land more punches. Stepped in front of him. Saved him from dying. Cesar beats 20K sub face reveal. What does that mean? You can't give me 20 subs. 20K. How about you just give me the 20K or 20K super chat? Give me a 20K super chat. Yeah? Forget all the rest of what you're saying there. 20K super chat. Go on, put 20K in there, son. Fish. Chat beats. Lady Chan. I've got a pot of chili on the go. Just want to say it's loud, toxic, full of BS, cloak and mirrors. Joshua will be an all-time great by the time he's done. In my opinion, all going well. Well, he's on his way. He's actually on his way. He's actually on his way. If he could beat Dubois and then avenge the Usyk loss, that means not that well. He would have beaten every man he's faced, even though he lost to them as well. Blue Collar says Jalilov is a great athlete and a good southpaw, but I'm not convinced by his ability to handle pressure fighters. Also, his gas tank over 12. Yeah. He is talented, though. He is very talented. If you look at the way he handled Kamil Sokolowski compared to all the British heavyweights recently, it's a different level. Totally different level. Like, I think Jalilov would beat Fabio Wardley. I think he'd beat Fabio Wardley. That'd be a good fight. Lady Chan actually got AJ 82. Yeah, Fury's about 84, 85. Yeah. The beauty of the pencils got AJ inside free. FBA said AJ would have to be ultra aggressive to win in free. I don't know. Dubois there to get hit though, man. I'm not being funny, right? His defense ain't no better than Francis Ngannou's. It isn't. It's no better. Diobinuli, the dark horse for the heavyweight division are Bacoli and Caballero. I want to see them against the popular names, champions and ex-champions. Well, that's what we got Turkey for, bruh. That's what we got Turkey and our Sheik for, bruh. You know what I mean? To make it happen. Beauty says Derek is about life. He's a true warrior. Derek's like, Derek is the epitome of the modern day success Britain has had. Derek is the life and blood of that. Derek mentored AJ coming up at Finchley. That's who AJ used to look up to. Is Derek. Derek is the reason why a lot of our fighters are taking L's and come back. Because they're saying, boy, I've got to keep going and look at Del Boy. America don't really have nobody like that. Like Jared Anderson, he needs a mentor. He needs a mentor over there. Do you know how difficult that is? Like to like get that mental, goodness so you can keep going. He needs that. He needs like a Holyfield figure or a Tyson or a Ali, a Holmes kicking his ass. You know what I mean? Yo, the fuck you do, son? You know what I mean? You let the fucking that foreigner beat you. You know what I mean? Like take him into the Philly gym and eat raw eggs and shit. You put raw eggs in a glass and all that old school shit. No, don't do that. You catch salmonella. But that's what he needs. He needs a role model, and there isn't one there really. I don't think Wilder's a good role model for the upcoming heavyweights. He made his decision to come back on taking ayahuasca. Are you crazy, dude? And then your coach is telling us, I think the ayahuasca ruined him. Stop it. They should make a film about Derek Chisora. That's what they should do. Make a small independent film about Derek Chisora. Oh man, Chad, that's deep. She said, Chan said she's listening to me in the shower. Damn, Chan, damn. That's a lot. Now I can't stop thinking of you being naked. Hey, it's a good thought though, Chan. It's a good show. It's a good thought. It's a good thought. Fish, wanna back scrub. Bacoli versus Parker, says FBA. Bacoli versus Parker. That's a good fight, bro. You see, Parker is not just gonna fight with Bacoli. Like that's the mistake. You see, Jared didn't have probably the sparring or the grounding or the coaching. Like I said, people say, "Oh, he was exciting." though. Yeah, because he could only do one thing. Parker is going to try and slow the pace of the fight down with Bacoli. Yeah, make Bacoli have to chase him. Make Bacoli have to turn his body. Listen, when you the 20-stone guy, you've got to make the bulk work against him. Yeah. When them guys see the thing is, you're 6'5" and you weigh 20 stone. To coordinate all that together is difficult, right? So a big heavyweight wants to make the fight as simple as possible. Yeah? As simple as possible. If you stand in front of him, you're doing half the work for him. Now, when you make him have to bend and twist and my knees popped. Of course it did. You're not proportioned to do that. I mean, let's be nimble on your feet. You can't move like Perdo Whitaker. You're 6'5", 20 stone. You need to make him twist. Michael Hunter showed you how to beat, and he did beat him. Michael Hunter boxed him and brawled him. Boxed him and brawled him. When Bacoli wanted to rest, Michael didn't let him rest. But that Michael's gonna, you see, when Michael was doing all that good shit, he had Hasim Ruttman in the corner. He will never be as effective as he was without that ruck in the corner. I would tell him that to his face. I said, you are never going to be what you were without Hasim Ruttman. I would tell him. You see, This is what Jared is lacking, right? Michael Hunter, young heavyweight, who's in his corner? A former heavyweight champion of the world. You got a former, and listen, The Rock weren't no joke, bro. He was a very good fighter, right? Knocked out Lennox Lewis. Them battles he had with Tua and the other European, Eastern Europe, even though he lost them fights, they were great fights. And the fight he won against the South African Corey Sanders, that's one of the best heavyweight fights ever. You've got that man in your corner. And plus his dad was the bounty hunter. Michael Hunter's dad used to be a fringe heavyweight contender. Very difficult fight. Very difficult man to fight. Bit boring at times to watch, but very tricky. And he was avoided. People were trying to avoid having fights with his dad. So he's got the grounding. Jared probably needs to get coached over here. Get in that same gym with Derek. Wherever Derek is training, train with Derek. Don't listen to what everyone else is saying. Derek can't do it. Go train with Derek so you can get the mentality right. And Derek, what did Derek say the other day? He said the Americans are talented, the heavyweights are talented, but they got no dog. They've got no dog. Who's talking? I ain't got 20K subscribers. What do you mean? What did he say about 20K? I thought you said that you wanted me to reveal who I was and I get 20K. I've got 16. I've got 16K. Let's get me to 17, innit? Yeah, Dubois here to get hit. He's there to get hit. He is there to get hit. Look at the cruiserweight. The cruiserweight was knotting him up. Had him on the canvas twice in the first. Lorena. How did he get back? Listen, he had to swing for his life to get that knockout with Lorena, and he has to do the same with AJ. If you go in there and try and outbox AJ, you're going to get the worst humiliation ever. The worst. It's going to be so humiliating. He needs to get in there and land a big dynamite shot that has the internet trending. You can't box with AJ, brother. Can't box with AJ. To Helen back says Jared should have fought Wilder instead of Bacoli. Oh well, you see, like we know that they underestimated Bacoli. They didn't do even Teddy Atlas. He apologized for not doing the research on Bacoli. I think they underestimated Parker as well. I think they thought, oh yeah, Parker nobody, man. Remember, Joe Joyce just beat him the other day, and AJ's beat him. Yeah. I think they underestimated these guys because they don't fight on American soil. And it's coming back to biting them in their ass, bro. Seriously. BG said, I'll give Joshua the benefit without doubt after Dubois. That's enough for me. Afro Jam. That's part of Anderson's rebuild and not Wilder. Wilder is that stage now. Anderson needs to, he needs to get away from all that backslapping. That James told him, yeah, you can beat AJ now. You can all that shit. He needs to get away from that. all that high-fiving. Yeah, let's wear bling, and you know, he needs to get away with it. He needs to get grounded and quickly. He needs to get very grounded. Get Tim Witherspoon. See, Tim Witherspoon was on my channel. Yo, Jared Anderson, go call Tim Witherspoon. He's looking to coach and mentor some proteges. And he doesn't necessarily have to be the head coach. He just wants to get into the camp. That's all he's been asking for. Listen, the credentials are there, bro. He's got one of the best heavyweight defenses, right? He's got one of the best defenses, cross-armed. Yeah? Good at blocking. Great counter-puncher. Muhammad Ali nicknamed him Terrible because he was so terrible as a sparring partner. Yeah? And he's still alive. I hope he's better now. I know he was ill the other day. He's still alive. He's still kicking. He's still going. He gave Larry Holmes his toughest challenge in all of Holmes' 19 or 20 defenses. Tim Witherspoon gave Larry Holmes his hardest fight, arguably beat him. Two-time heavyweight champion. Beat Greg Page, beat Tony Tubbs, he beat Bone Crusher Smith. The man is a great, great heavyweight. The excellent heavyweight. This is, and they're not using him. They're not using him. Imagine if we had Tim Witherspoon over here. Well, we wouldn't be using. Come on, what sense does it make? That's how far gone it is over there. That's why people say, but why are you always calling us out over there? Because you're making a lot of dumb mistakes. If you've got Tim Witherspoon in your country and you're not using him, you're making a fuck up. Major fuck up. And he's actually asking for gigs. He's actually asking for gigs. He shouldn't have to beg for a coaching gig over there. They should be grateful to have that resource. Lady Chan, Chisora kind of reminds me of Cash Pennant. Cass, yeah. West Ham, yeah? The West Ham man. Scary, scary, scary Cass. Blue collar. I think Wilder is the same. This was always his level. He's just fighting better guys with no A-side protection. That's all it is right now. That's all it is. What they say? The chickens have come home to roost. It's not working. What he was doing against, you see when he struggled against Stavern in the first fight, yeah? Imagine if that was Caballero, he had to fight for that title. What would have happened? He would have got beaten. He would have got stopped. He would have got stopped. He would have got stopped. His best win was Luis Ortiz. Look at Eric Molina. Eric Molina had Deontay on all type of ice skates, bro. I mean, he had him on all types of ice skates. Remember that? Remember Johan Duhaupas behind that jab? Had his eye ballooned up. Wilder's eye was like a balloon. Big up the beauty of the pencil. Appreciate the super chat. It says, listening to the stream while working on a project. Keep up the incredible work, Beats. Shout out to the chat and Lady Chan. Yeah, big yourself up. Much appreciated. Much, much appreciated. Big yourself up. What about Dillian? Oleg, that's the guy. That's the guy. Ruckman Oleg Moskayev. Didn't he knock him out? Remember he punched Ruckman through the ropes? That was scary, bro. Ruckman disappeared, bro. He punched him through the ropes for that WBC belt. I was gutted, you know. I wanted Ruckman to win. But that man, see, like, that was one tough Russian. That was one tough Russian because just before that, he got knocked out by McCall, innit? But he was tough. They made him tough them days, bro. Yeah, Muskayev Ruckman too. Yeah, that's the one, Afro Jam. Yeah. Diobli says the old school subs have seen beats. Yep. They will. Yeah. Seen. They've seen. Diobli knows. Diobli knows. Diobli, a briefcase full of cash exchanged hands in the Dubois Lorena fight. That's how Dubois won. That was dodgy. That was very dodgy. That was very dodgy. Yeah, I think Chan's taking a little break for a little while. I think she'll be back with her stream soon. Lady Chan, peeps underestimate AJ. Nice fundamental and how he puts shots together. Dubois is going to find out. And like, see, a lot of people are like dissing the Francis Ngannou win, and I'm not saying that he beat like an experienced heavyweight, but Francis got screwed up, man. Francis listened to people. Yeah, you can't take a punch, man. You know what I mean? They're like, you got no stamina. All you got to do is rush at the little Francis and fall apart. They're like, he bought into it. He bought into it. He bought into it, man. Zhang doesn't have the stamina for Usyk unless he can bash him early into the ground, says FBA. Oh, late rounds, he's got all sorts. If Zhang lets it go beyond 8, he's got all types of issues with Usyk. All types. All types of issues. All types of issues. Case says facts beats. I'm American, and the American heavyweights super talented, athletic, but no dog. We don't have any Riddick Bowe, Holyfield, Tim Witherspoon, Larry Holmes type heavyweights in the 90s. Yeah, and here's the thing, right? You've got Tim Witherspoon asking for a gig. There's Deontay training with Malik Scott. Look, this shit is backwards. This shit is backwards as anything. You're training with Malik Scott, and you've got a former 2-time heavyweight champion asking, can I get a gig somewhere? All he wants is a chance to show what he can do. Crazy. I don't know. Okay. Veloso 82. He doesn't see it going beyond 5 or 6. AJ and Daniel. Case K. He's got AJ stopping Dubois. Jazz Funk says Wilder done. I tell you what, he's got no chance with Malik in the corner. He's got no chance at all. He's got zero chance. At least he had Breland when he was having title wins. Malik can't do it, bro. Malik can't get it done. Malik is good at training his girl, Kate. You know what I mean? He's good at that. That's about his level, is training Kate. Kate Abdul. But training a former world champion, you're not qualified. You're not qualified to do that job. You're not qualified, Malik. When he was losing to Parker, Malik asked him, are you feeling blessed? In the corner, are you feeling blessed? Malik, what are you doing, bro? You mean this ain't a walk session? You feeling blessed? He needs the hairdryer. Oh dear. Yeah, Chan. Tim got the best defense. Yep. I remember when Tim put that defense on Bone Crusher in the first fight. Gave Bone Crusher the beating. That was a great performance. Sylvester said boxing AJ is a bad idea. Only Usyk pulled it off because he is an elite boxer. Maybe Tyson Fury could. See, Tyson Fury will have to box with AJ. That would be to his strength. But Dubois, no, don't do it. Don't do it, cuz. Don't do it. Jazz Funk says Anderson is average. Blue Collar says I don't think Anderson has the right mentality, to be honest. Seems an athlete more than a natural fighter. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'll agree with that. I agree with that. Like Paulie pointed out after he lost, he didn't seem mad. He didn't seem like it troubled him. And he'd probably cash out just for another bag. And yo, I don't blame him. I don't blame the boxers. I can't blame them. If it's all about the bag, that's cool. But we have to point out that you are not ready to go to this level, and you are not ready to fight certain opponents. We have to point that out. We can't just allow boxers to fight for the bag and not say nothing about it when they flop in the ring. You've got to call it out. You've got to call it out. Case. Crazy how Tim Witherspoon's been reaching out to heavyweights for years, and no one took him on after that. It makes no sense. Of course. Of course. FBA. Zhang can knock out Usyk, but Usyk is fast. He needs to do it in 5. Yeah, Zhang has got to let everything go in his arsenal with Usyk. And it's a dangerous fight for Usyk. Early on, it's a dangerous fight for him. It's a dangerous fight. But after 5 or 6, it's hard to see what Zhang does. Daniel says AJ is going to destroy Dubois with that open defense. Yeah, Dubois is too open. And he's too impatient. Daniel Cole says the speed of Joshua is insanely underrated for his size. That's what shocked that Ngannou as well. That shocked him. I think it shocks a lot of people. You know what I mean? Even Povetkin was doing well in that fight, isn't it? But when AJ got through the middle with that short right, when he shortened up his right hand, he didn't see the punch. He didn't see it. The beauty of the pencil. Listen to it to stream while working on a project. Yeah. Big up. Daniel says Dubois has decent balance, but his head movement is not best. He can be hard to pin with shots if you don't set them up properly. That's why I think Hrgovic was having issues landing at times. Well, having issues landing? He had issues when his his weak conditioning. He looked weak in there, bro. He looked weak. Yeah, I agree with what you're saying. Hrgovic did use the right hand more like a jab. Yeah. Wizard Sleeve, he says 2024, not 1994. US boxing sucks now. I wouldn't say US boxing. I'd say the heavyweight division. I think they like. I like welterweight right now. Like, is it Jalil Hackett, Brian Norman, and Boots at 147? Throw Conor Benn in the mix. There should be some great fights at 147. But I don't think Boots can make welterweight for too long. I like that little upcoming group though. Brian Norman, Jalil Hackett. I'd love to see Conor fight them guys. But even forget this flipping. That fight's pissing me off, man. I want to hear about no Eubank and Ben fight no more. I'm sick of hearing about Eddie. And Eddie was really pissing me. Yeah, we're still playing about. Shut the fuck up, stupid fight. Let it die. Let the fight die. Big up, Chad, for the super chat. Yep. You got US Legends on our UK channels, you guys. Yep. You can get Tim Witherspoon on Lady Chan's channel. He's been on this channel as well. I'm going to upload the part where he was on there, you know. I'm going to upload that. That's what I'm going to do. Been lazy with all that, my editing. Appreciate the super chat, Chan. Yep. Chris Bird knows a whole lot about boxing, blue collar. I've got an interview with him. He knows a whole lot. Yeah, I love the interview with Chris Bird. It's an excellent interview. Wow. Hearn and AJ arguably started off this new round Saudi success. No lie. Of course they did. Of course they did. Of course, like, listen, man. The Ruiz rematch, man, is where it really started. You know what I mean? Yeah, Antonio Tarver. He's the next guy. Not being used. Like, all B-Hop, like, just playing second fiddle at Golden. What do you do? Like, your experience is being wasted. It's doing nothing. The B-Hop comes out occasionally, yeah, and you know what I mean? Like, when you woke up 183rd and you know 184th, and you end up south instead of north. Holy shit! Like, Bernard, man, like, come on, man, do something where your wisdom is better suited, man. Yeah, like Francis bought into a lot of the BS. When he told AJ, yeah, I don't think you can take punts as good as Fury. Really, Francis? Really? Oh, dear. Case K. Wilder has a disrespectful view on old school boxing. Yeah. Jazz Funk said Kate got low standards. Why do you say that? Why do you say that? Malik's decent. I mean, there's nothing wrong with Malik. That's our man. Can't train for shit though. I tell me, you can't train Wilder though. But then again, you could be right. He used to do that amateur porn. Didn't he? See, Malik doing amateur porn on Facebook. I want that, man. It's all good though. He's a freak, isn't it? He's a freak. He's a freak. He's a freak. And Gardner fell for the Fury Wilder scam that a lot of Americans fell for. Yeah. Wilder doing the ballroom twirls as ever. The spinneroonie. Wilder the spinneroonie, bro. I mean, oh no. LaFez, people are hyping up AJ, and then once AJ kicks it, hyping up Dubois. And once AJ kicks his ass, all of a sudden Dubois ain't that good. No, they're dating, Helen. They're dating. They're dating. They are dating. BG says Wilder needs to retire. Weaker frame, killer instinct, punch power gone. He did actually land a good shot on Zhang, but Zhang ate it and came back at him. Lady Chad said AJ had scarlet fever in the Povetkin. What's scarlet fever? Scarlet fever. It's a contagious infection that mostly affects young people. Okay, he actually had that, yeah? It's easily treated with antibiotics. Damn. Could have been a bit dangerous going in the ring with that then. Boy, at least he ain't got that shit there in the Congo. Like Martin's picked the wrong time to go, Congo. You need to get out of the Congo right now. You know what I mean? See, them on that monkey COVID, oh, they call it over there. Oh, shit, look. Oh, God. Well, I saw the dude who had it, man. With the lesions. Oh, shit. LaFez, my thoughts on pros fighting in amateurs. I don't know. I think once you turn pro, though, you shouldn't be able to go back in the Olympics. There's something wrong about that. You know what I mean? I don't know what it is. I just don't. I don't know. Then again, I mean, I haven't really got any, data to back up why I think that. But it just don't seem right to me. You turn pro and then you go back to amateurs. I don't know. Yeah, Cham. You know what I mean? Like the legends, like Steve Cunningham is the next one. You know what I mean? Look at the fight he gave Tyson Fury. Where's Steve Cunningham? Why ain't nobody asking Steve Cunningham to train him? That's a former cruiserweight champion. Steve is a very good fighter. He was on Chan's show. Shane Mosley on Chan's show. Why ain't nobody asking these legends, yo, why you come out and maybe they don't want to do it. Tim Witherspoon does though. To hell and back, we'll get Eubank versus Ben before we get Usyk versus Fury 2, and Eubank Jr. will be in his 40s by then. Man, Chris, get it together, Chris, man. Get it together. Get it together. Afro Jam, as someone who watches the amateur circuit, it also messes up the pros. They are trying to get into their flow like it's an 8-rounder or 10-rounder, and some never get started. Right. I've got 10 minutes to go, and I'm going to go cycling on my bike. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go cycling on my bike. Not even for exercise, I just enjoyed it. I've got my bike fixed recently, and I've been just damn, why didn't I do that a long time ago? Just clears out your head, isn't it? Giving Kaylee Plant advice. James Toney. Okay. And Plant was looking at his phone. Oh, right. Okay, I hear you, Blue Collar. He says James Toney was giving Caleb advice, and Caleb was looking at his phone. Well, you get what you get. Probably couldn't understand James, to be honest, though. You need to look. Oh, oh, shit. Afro Jam says everybody is going to Roy Jones Jr., and it is well known he was a pure athletic talent and not conventional technique. Whew. I actually spoke to his coach about that, and I actually told him the opposite of what I understand the point you came in, and he actually agreed with me. He said you're not one of the few people who get it. I said on Facebook, I was like, just print just commenting to each other. I said, why did everyone say that Roy couldn't box? I said Roy could box. Roy could box. He was just a little more creative than everyone. He says, yeah, you are right. Of course, he had fundamentals. Yeah, he actually he agreed. But the issue, the thing is, right, when people get trained by Roy, it seems like they expect to be Roy Jones. Roy actually does teach orthodox shit, orthodox drills. But it's quite kind of hard to make people listen when you're one of the best to do it at what he was doing. Wizard Sleeve, BG London. Only thing that's gone for Wilder is total bums. Afro Jam, Malik has an OnlyFans. That's all good, yeah, man. Hey, listen, Malik has A big libido, strong. That's who he is. That's who he is. Malik's all right, man. Malik not trouble no one. You know what I mean? Malik just want a free coat with that gal and everything there. That's all right. That's okay. That's okay. But Cody needs to get out of here ASAP. But Cody? Out of where? Martin Bacoli. Needs to get out of where, DW? Yeah, Anthony says the Dubois AJ undercard is not one to be missed. I want to see Shiraz versus Denny, man. That's a good fight. And I'm not sure about Warrington versus Kakache. I'm not sure about that one there. What other fights were on there, actually? Let's have a quick. Sorry about that. One sec. Right, we got Liam Smith versus Josh Kelly. That's interesting. If you're gambling, but if you listen, I'm going to give you a tip, yeah? But if it goes left, don't come back and blame me. Don't come back and blame me. Put your money on Josh Kelly. Put your money on Josh Kelly. I'll explain to you why. Denzel Bentley has said he's seen Liam at a few shows and he's overweight. So he's probably doing a fat camp. He's not in, like, you know what I mean? Like, he's not in that type of shape. Put your money on Josh Kelly. I don't know whether stoppage or points. I don't know. Probably points because Josh is feather fisted, isn't it? You know what I mean? Feather fisted Josh Kelly. Anthony says Liam Beefy Smith ankle is absolutely done. JB, I'll put my money on Josh Kelly. And if it comes in, I'll give you a good percent of it. Okay. That's fair enough. Yeah. Okay. If you guys win, you gotta hit the super chat. You're a man. I mean, for the Dwyer advice. Yeah, Denzel Bentley said that when he's seen him, he looked very heavy. He looked very. That's always a bad sign. It's always a bad sign. This is a bag for Liam. This is a bag. I don't think he's in that type of shape. He looked terrible in the rematch. Look how shit he looked shit in that rematch. Rematch with Eubank. He looked terrible. He looked terrible. First fight, he was whooping Eubank's ass, man. He got inside Eubanks and worked him over. What other fights is on there? Tyler Denny, Hamza Shiraz, Kakase versus Warrington. Can only see that going one way. Boatsi versus Hutchinson is interesting. That's very interesting for me. And of course, Your Excellency is Mark Chamberlain against Josh Padley. It wouldn't be Riyadh season without Mark Chamberlain. It wouldn't be Riyadh season. That's Turkey's dude, isn't it? Mark Chamberlain. How far is he? Boy, he's 16-0, 12 knockouts. Are they going to try and throw him into a title shot soon? I should imagine they will. Dr. Woodok says Boatsi Hutchinson is interesting. BG London, my brethren has an electric bike, dude, that didn't pedal. Yeah, I want to get one of them bikes actually, but I want to get it converted. Like, what's that converter thing called? They've got the converter thing where you don't have to pedal. But I want to get a new bike first and then get one. But yeah, electric bike. It's all different now these days, BG. You know what I mean? It's all different now. Different technology, man. Different world. The Fez. How Eubank won in the rematch is how I predicted the first time around. I was baffled how Liam was able to stop Eubank at the first time. Well, we've been speaking about Roy. That's who was training him. He was training with Roy in the first fight, wasn't he? That's crazy, man. He was it two rounds, was it? Or 2 or 3 rounds? No, he was winning the fight. What round did he get stopped in? Like the fourth or something. To hell and back. Still can't believe Hutch train beat Craig. Yeah. Yeah, 4 rounds, LaFez, like you say, 4 rounds. Even when I think about that now, Liam Smith beat. I was so shocked that Liam Smith beat Eubank. Not on his worst day should he really be like. Not on his worst day. FBA says, but that battery starting fires thing got me scared. What was? Oh, it starts fires, yeah. You gotta look into all that, right? You gotta look into all that shit. Good thing you said that, you know. I have to go look that up. Go look that up. How can I circumvent? Oh, the fake ones are dangerous. Oh, right. Now there's a company that converts them. I think I forgot their name. You know, I've got it on one of my tabs. I forgot the name. Let's see if I can find it. I want to get a new bike though, and then I'll probably get it converted. Let me see. Is it not Pelham? What's the name of the group, man? Oh, man. Let me have a look. What was it? See, when I go looking for it on here, I can't find it. Always flipping happens, isn't it? Always flipping happens. Conor Benn and Mayweather. What happened with Conor Benn and Mayweather? They shared photos. Instagram. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. What's going on there? Right. Messing about for some reason. Oh no, it's playing about, people. It's playing about. Conor Benn and Mayweather. What's going on here? Right, I see Conor Benn with his kid. How his kid grows so fast? I'm sure his kid was a baby the other day. Time flies, bro. Right, he's with the mother of his kid. First day back at school. Action no. 7, 8. Where was he on holiday? I'm looking at palm trees and shit wherever he is. All right. He's on holiday somewhere, just looking very, very happy with the missus and kid. I can't remember that. But yeah, there's a company, they convert the bike. They put the gizmo on it. See, but yeah, that's it. It's called Switch. SWYTCH. SWYTCH. Switch. If you go there, then obviously, you mean they'll get it done properly, innit? They'll get it done properly, and it shouldn't catch fire when you're using it. Diobinuli, you're talking about the e-bike converters, yeah. Switch. SWYTCH. Yeah, they look pretty good. Yeah, yeah. BG says, I would only use the e-bike for steep hills. Riding is for fitness. Me too. I think that's what I would try and do. That's what I would try and do, is use it for fitness. To hell and back, electric bikes like Chinese EVS, the crematorium on wheels. Oh, gosh. See, you got to watch out for all that, man. FBA says there is a special fire-resistant bag. They advise people to put the battery in when charging it. What? Stop it! Stop! Stop! Nah, that's wild. You need a special bag to charge it. So you have to keep a fire extinguisher there when you're charging. Nah. Come on, man. You're bugging, FBI. You can't be serious. Oh, shit. Afro Jam. Danny Garcia versus Erislandy Lara on the Canelo Belanga undercard. What are my thoughts? Dude, you know my thoughts. you, you know my thoughts. You know my thoughts on that fight there. Like, the middleweight title has fell so far behind. And the fact that Chris was too shook to challenge Johnny Beck. Nah. I don't think Johnny Beck saw that. I mean, the man nearly fainted trying to make 160 the other day. I think Johnny Beck saw that, bro. I think Johnny Beck saw that. Anthony kind of misses John Fury's antics. Anthony, you got to fix your life, bro. You got to fix that. If you miss John Fury's antics, you got to fix up, rude boy. You might do it and all that, but you got to fix up. Yeah, he is funny, though. He is funny. John Fury is funny. He is funny. Now, what did he say to what's his name? Jake Paul about his girl. After Tommy beats you, he's gonna take your girl, he's gonna ride her like a doggy. After he beats you, he's gonna take your girl, he's gonna fuck her like a doggy. Hey, John. John is crazy. Johnny is crazy. Oh, Dr. Wu, Danny Garcia is the worst MC ever. Ever. Easily the worst. Easily the worst. That's a horrible fight, man. That's a horrible fight. It's a horrible fight. That's the PBC, though. That's what PBC give you. And then tell everyone to respect power moves, and that's the type of fights they're putting on. I'm not paying for that pay-per-view. I'm not paying. I am not paying. No way. Not paying, not paying, not paying, not paying, not paying. And like, that's the first Canelo pay-per-view that they've made available on the Zone. The only one I didn't pay for is when I was getting issues with my card to pay for it. That's the only one I was fucking playing it. He giving me a whole load of issues with my card. So I didn't pay. I can't remember what fight that was. But no, I'm not paying for that. Is it on the Zone? Is it just on Amazon? I'm not sure if it's on the Zone. Is it that fight on the Zone? Crappy fucking. Any other Berlanga flipping pulls it off. But we know he ain't going to pull it off. He ain't going to pull it off. LaFez, Devin Haney has never missed weight. Gets called a weight bully. Exactly. But Johnny Beck, like you say, almost dies trying to make weight, and the fans don't say anything. Make it make sense, LaFez. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. How do you nearly die trying to make the weight and not be called a weight bully? To hell and back. I don't know why Eubank Jr. isn't fighting Johnny Beck, especially he was talking about he needed a tune-up for Canelo. Right. This is what I'm saying. Like, why go into the negotiation if you knew he was inactive, and then you come out and say the only reason the fight didn't happen was because I was inactive? And like, it's no point having a tune-up against a couple of crap opponents. That's not going to get you ready to fight Canelo. You need a serious test. You need a serious fight, couple of fights, and a Johnny Beck, which will be a good test. And then we'll see if you're ready for a Canelo fight. Anything else is just cashing out. Cashing out. And even then, if you have a couple of fights, Canelo ain't going to pay you no big purse to fight him. You got nothing for him. You ain't got no belts for him to win. Yeah, I believe Dillian is banned from the UK. I believe he is. It's been hushed up, hasn't it? It's been hushed up. I mean, he fought in Ireland. Why are you fighting in Ireland? It's been hushed up. All right. Could Shiraz or Denny take his position with Saudi intervention? Take whose position? Yeah, like he's allergic to world titles, LaFez. Yeah, yeah. Oh, Souza beats. It's been rumored Conor Ben versus Haney in Saudi. Who have I got? I've got Conor Ben. I've got Conor Ben. I've got Conor Ben. That's too early. That's too early. I want to see Ryan come out and fight Conor as well. That's the fight I want to see. Ryan versus Conor. Them guys are too small, man. Diobunuli not fully convinced on Shiraz. Hey, listen, I'm not writing Denny off. I'm not writing Denny off. I've got that at 50-50 right now. I've got that 50-50, him and Denny. I think Denny's being sold short. I think Denny's good, bro. Denny got a good chin, good work rate, and a nice little up jab, which he's gonna be trying to use that up jab on Shiraz. Because that up jab helps you get in close. Use that up jab. Although Shiraz is such a like, how comes he's not called a weight bully? He's 6'3". He's at least 6'3". He's massive. How come he's not called a weight bully? Yeah, Danny should be banned from rapping. Danny should be banned from rapping. Afro Jam said 160 is weak. Let's have a look at the players at 160. Like, how come no one's fighting that Carlos Adames? And he's on the PBC. But neither, like Lara, we don't want that fight? It's a joke. PBC is annoying, man. Not being funny, it's annoying. It's annoying. It's annoying. He was Connor Coyle. Who was Connor Coyle? Never heard of Connor Coyle. The Connor Coyle fight people. Connor Coyle. Connor Coyle. Connor Coyle. Let's have a look at the box at Connor. What has he done? Connor Coyle. 21-0. 90-sided distance. From Northern Ireland. In the United Kingdom. Okay. Oh, Quell Football Ground. Okay. He was on the Zach Chelly, Callum Simpson card. He won on points against Kyle Lamotte, whoever he is. I don't recognize him. Who is? I don't even know these. Miriam Nusatanov. I ain't heard of this guy. I ain't heard of these guys. Elijah Garcia. Who is he? Let me see. Let's have a look at the box, Rick. See if I can make any sense of it. I recognize his face, actually. I do recognize his face now, see it. He's from Oxnard, Kazakhstan. I do recognize his face. All right, he hasn't fought since 2023? Since November? Why are you out of the ring so long? And most of his fights are in Kazakhstan. A lot of his fights, like, or in some obscure places in Europe. Like, where's the Humo Arena? Tashkent. Where is it? What country is it? Let me have a look. Uzbekistan. He's from Kazakhstan. Doesn't ring a bell. It don't ring a bell. And he might be a good fighter. I mean, look how shit it is. I mean, Michael Zafara the other day was fighting for the middleweight title. Zarafa. Michael Zarafa. Come on, man. Like, what did Boozy say? Come on, man. You got me serious. Michael Zarafa. Come on, man. Sosa, I feel like if Connor taps that chin, Haney might be in trouble. He can't stay on the back for all 12. I wouldn't take that. I wouldn't put Devin straight in with a puncher. I wouldn't put him straight back in with a puncher. And they really took. Let me see what I can find out about it. Because listen, looking at the 160 division is just depressing. It's just depressing. It's depressing. Can't look at it no more. Boots needs to move up as well. Boots, stop hanging on to 147. You need to move up. You need to move up. I can't see no news on it, but hey, it'd be interesting if they pull off something like that. It's a good fight. I like the matchup. Sosa, I feel like if Conor taps that chin, Haney might be in trouble. He can't stay on the back foot. All 12. But Haney don't fight on the back foot like he's going to be looking to push Conor back in. I don't like let's not paint these narratives that Devin would just run. Devin can, if he can box you on the back foot, he will do it. But he will also attempt to push you back as well, if necessary. Because sometimes the best way to fight a big puncher is to get them on the back foot. Star Fox is Ryan who? Tap that ass like that. Really don't. Ulix, big up Ulix. He says, at Fez, Johnny Beck has no fans of that young demographic that cares about him, especially how he is from Europe, and American hardly care about those fighters, as they love to label them as Euro bums. Johnny Beck should have fought Carlos Adames when he had the chance. Because he ain't getting no big fights. Did somebody took, like, man. Johnny Beck, like, there was a lot of talk about Johnny Beck a little while, but it's just fizzled out. His shit's just fizzling out. Fizzling out fast. Nobody cares about Johnny Beck and his 2 titles. Yeah. Midnight Madness. Lara makes me feel old to think he's still fighting. Yeah, he does. He's been around a long time, bro. He's been around ages. Crescentio was good. Mikhailovic, Afrojan. Who's he? Oh, that's his next defense. Is Mikhailovic good then, yeah? That's the fight that got cancelled because he fainted. The Fed says Akhmadaliev hasn't fought this year and he's supposed to be in the running for Inoue. Josh Warrington gets a fight before Lee Wood, who hasn't fought at all this year, and we're 8 months in. Yeah, it's all backwards. Like, I don't know how, like, Eddie's like, what is it? Because Lee Warrington could sell a few tickets. Well, I guess it's business, isn't it? Because that's the rumor. That the only reason Warrington is on the card is because he can sell tickets. Okay, Wizard Sleeve says Conor Benn without narcotics is not a puncher. It's a fair point. Could be right. It's a fair point. He did get busted. He must be due to have his situation sorted out with the board and UCAD, surely. Thoughts on Tank versus Rayo? You see, them fights are okay, but when you want to see him fight Loma and Shakur, then it's hard to get into, isn't it? I like the fight though. I don't mind it. I don't mind the fight though. I don't mind the fight. I'll be honest. I don't mind the fight Because Ryo, he can box and slug, so he could give Tank a test, perhaps. But yeah, it's a unification. Can't be mad. To hell and back. Conor don't need drugs to knock out Haney. That would be hilarious if Haney's comeback is against another drug peak. Oh shit. Diabinuli, Lee Wood has left Matchroom. I'm not sure. That situation is not clear. The Fed says we need Tank versus Shakur next instead. Diabinuli says narcotics isn't narcotics recreational. Yeah, PEDs is probably the phrasing. PEDs, performance enhancing drugs. Wow. Fish, Conor's last few fights have been at a higher weight. Power didn't carry up too well, in my opinion. Sosa, who did I prefer, Nigel Benn or Chris Eubank Sr.? I think at stages I've supported, like, I don't know, probably I don't know. Right now, probably it's equal. It's equal. It would all depend on who they were fighting. The Fez, we know damn well that Tank versus Ryo is next. And that's only to boost up Tank's knockout ratio. Ryo will give Tank issues like all his other opponents, and Tank will find the off button on his chin. Lefez, Tank's fights are getting predictable. Yeah, I guess it's a unification, though. It is a unification, so Loma didn't want the smoke, so you know what I mean. And Tank didn't want the Shakur fight. He didn't want the movement. Although wasn't Ryo moving around the ring last time I see him against Pitbull? Sosa, it must have been TV gold to watch the Ben versus Eubank build up live in Britain. It was grand, my lad. It was grand. Yeah, the first fight, like, is unforgettable, man. Richard Steele. Was the first fight in Manchester? Am I right? It was in Manchester, wasn't it? It wasn't in London. The first fight. Let me check the books. No, the rematch was in Manchester. I don't think the first fight was in London though. The rematch was at Old Trafford. When was the first fight? Was it in London? No, it was in Birmingham. The first fight was in Birmingham. 9th round, man. That was a flipping. And look at the scorecards. Flipping 75-76 Ben. 76-75 Eubank. 76-75 Eubank. Flipping now. What a scrap that was, though, man. Eubank was 24-0. What was Ben's record? What a fight that was. Ben was 27-1. 27-1. I'll tell you what, man. Our middleweight and super middleweight division, that just had the viewers on lock on television. That was a phenomenon on TV. The Watson, Ben, Eubank triangle. Lefez, I've never seen a fighter say that they needed to go hospital after a fight since Eubank. Yeah, he was in pain. That tongue was cut bad. He had his tongue cut really bad. Yeah, the second one was at Old Trafford there. Helen. Marry me, Cannon. Marry me. Marry me. Christmas is crazy. He was crazy, man. So I feel like British boxing is losing a lot of its personalities. So round and swings, I guess. Rounds and swings. Yeah, man. When Eubank was super middleweight champion, it was like we had a world title fight nearly every month, man. He defended at least 3 or 4 times a year. And they weren't always against top class opponents, don't get me twisted, but it's like that's why he was so popular. It's like, oh, Eubank fight is on. Like there was always a Eubank fight on. Always. I'm wondering, like, I think I pointed out he was one of them. I think some of the people used to go to see him lose, man, because he just used to wind people up in it. He used to wind them up. Eubank Senior. Right. Still got time. Still got time. I'm trying to look into this Ben and Haney fight, man. Can't find that. Can't find that. Just a speculation, I guess. Then there's nothing really. I mean, like Chris ain't even got his license. I mean, Conor ain't got his license or nothing yet. The Fed says Eubank had an ITV deal where he had to have a lot of fights. Now we're lucky if a fighter fights twice a year. Hewitt said he would get booed a lot. Yeah, there was some controversial decisions, man. Like remember the Ray Close fight that was controversial. Um, a few more controversial decisions. All right. What were the controversial decisions? I've got his box with. The first Michael Watson fight, that was controversial. That was scored a draw. That was pretty controversial. And obviously the rematch, you clean that up. They say the Malinga fight was controversial. It wasn't actually controversial, man. I like the judges scored for Malinga. Hey, what was you watching? That was one of Chris' best performances. Hey, listen, you see Malinga? Malinga was Nigel Benn's boogie man. He was his boogie man. He got robbed in the first fight, and in the second one, he beat Ben. More or less finished his career. He was a proper boogeyman for Ben. You know, when like someone just got the right style for you. Like you could put Malinga in there 10 times with Ben, and Ben would struggle in every fight. It is what it is. It is what it is. Yeah, Dan Shoma. Dan Sharma was controversial affairs. That was controversial. All the fights controversial, bro. Like, I didn't even know Malinga was the first fight. And he should have got the decision. And then he beat him in the rematch. He beat him in '96. And you knew in that fight that Ben was washed. You knew Ben was washed by that stage. That McClellan fight took its toll. It took its toll. They tried to match him easy after that with that Perez fight, Frank Warren and Don King, but it took its toll. Nothing left. Nothing left. They gave him Nardiello, the Italian. He weren't much cop. And Perez. How did Flip Perez got, or even Nardiello got shots? But that McClellan fight done its damage, took its toll. Who would win out of Froch or Calzaghe? Calzaghe would beat Froch. Calzaghe would beat Froch. Throw too many punches. Too much punches from different angles for Carl. Carl too one-dimensional. He's a good fighter, but for Joe, he'd be too one-dimensional. Calzaghe would beat him. I'll go for Joe. Everyone's got Joe. Like Sosa is asking. Ulex has got Calzaghe. Dr. Wu has got Calzaghe. Wizard Sleeve has got Calzaghe. That's who I've got. That's who I've got. Armed and dangerous. Ain't too many can bang with us. Sprayed up weed, no angelus. Labelous, notorious. Thug ass niggas that love to bust. Strange to us, y'all niggas be gambling. Upper restaurants with mandolins, the violins. Yeah. But Eubank boxed a good fight against Malinga. He floored him, and he boxed a decent fight. It wasn't easy, but it just goes to show you styles make fights. Malinga did well to get up from that right hand. The right hand Chris landed. I remember that punch. Done very well. Even in fights against Ronnie Essett, Eubank, he did the Tony Fortin fight, that was controversial, right? The Lindell Holmes fight, in my opinion, was pretty controversial. But they had a UD to Eubank. Then he had 2 draws on the bounce. The Ray Close fight was very dodgy. The Irishman Ray Close. And then he got a split decision against him next in Ray Close's hometown, Belfast. Yeah, the Dan Sharma fight was controversial. Yes, it was. In South Africa. I had never heard of Dan Sharma before that. Never. Didn't know who he was. Oh, that was his last fight as well, when he lost to Eubank. He hadn't beaten no, like, flip it. Look at it. Ricky Stackhouse, Nicky Walker. How did he get a title shot? See, that's what Barry was doing for Chris. In all truth, yeah. After that Watson fight, Barry protected Chris a little. He did protect Chris a little. He protected him a little. Diobby Nooney says Froch is a cardio athlete. He's slow with 0 defense. Souza, Chisora or White Free? Who's everyone got? I think Chisora finally wins. I think Derek would beat this version of Dillian in a third fight. I think Derek would beat him. Like Dillian looked terrible against Hammer. He looked terrible. Looked rusty as anything, man. He just looked like rust in there. To Helen, I think Ben should just stay to say F the British boxing board, control and fight in America and build his name. Can't make as much money out of there as he can over here. Diobinuli, is Eubank overrated or was he done mentally after Watson? He marketed himself very well. He marketed himself, but he's got good wins like Ben Watson. He's got good wins. The Calzaghe fight was really good, and the two Carl Thompson fights. That's the thing. He lost his last three, but you watch all them fights, man. Like you get value for your money. The Carl Thompson fights were serious. That's for the cruiserweight title, man. And the Calzaghe fight was a little closer than the scorecards say, in my opinion. Yeah, the Iron Chin. So there's a few debates on the Eubank legend. There are a few debates. Oh yeah, Eubank and Nigel McLennan and McLennan live, 1995. Oh yeah, yeah. No pay-per-view. You see that, people? You hear that, right? Nigel Benn versus the most dangerous man in the sport, McLennan. Yeah? Regular terrestrial television. No pay-per-view. No subscription. Just the TV license, and most people didn't even pay it anyway. Right? That's what you call, in hindsight, the golden era. Watching fights like that live for free. But Coley versus Caballero, we've discussed that one already. To hell and back. That was a serious beating he took from Carl in the second fight, especially. In the second fight. Wow. I've got winning Piccoli and Caballero. I don't know. I have to break it down a bit, man. I have to break it down a bit. Souza. Was the whole of Britain talking about how Nigel was a dirty fighter, or were they applauding him? What makes you say he was dirty? What's giving you the dirty? He hit McLennan with a few rabbit punches, but you know, he didn't have a reputation. Not really. Not really. He's a puncher, isn't it? Yeah, we need a license. You know why we need a license, Helen, yeah? All right, let's say if you go back just to the old days, yeah? Before Freeview, and you had four or five channels, let's say Channel 5, Channel 4, ITV, BBC 2, and BBC 1. We have to pay for the licenses for BBC. The other free channels all subsidize themselves through advertising. The BBC, they charge a license. Man, they were fighting inside and he got beaten up, man. Back of the head shots. Yeah, man, boy get beat up. Yeah, beat up, mash up, send back, broke up. Afro Jam license is for BBC. Yep. Yep. But they're saying, right, that there's so many people not paying for their license. I've got to set mine up actually online. I'm one of the mugs. You know what I mean? There's so many people paying for it, not paying for it. And it's not like, you see, the thing is, like, see, the public at large don't understand that power is a united thing, so a united front. And they're saying there's so many people not paying it, they can't actually reprimand and punish all the people because it's so many of them. Yeah? It's so many of them. It's record numbers of non-payment in recent years. They're just not paying it. To hell and back. Yeah, I remember watching everybody in Desmond's barbershop and had to rally together to get pork pie a TV license. Damn. Let's go back on that. Wizard Sleeve, best UK fighters to never be world champions were Kirkland Lang and Harold Graham. Hey, hang on there. Hang on there. Hang on there. What about Tommy Farr, the Welshman? What about our Tommy? What about what other fighters were there? There's a few, you know. There are a few. Len Johnson. What about Len Johnson? My man Len Johnson from Manchester. Tommy Farr. Who else? I'll have to do a little study on it. There's a few, though. There's a few. It's not coming to my head right now. Who are the fighters then? You guys got to help me out. I've got Len Johnson, Tommy Farr, to hell and back. Yeah, listen, Prince Naz is full of crap, right? I've got Prince Naz in the crowd when he's a kid after watching Eubank knock out, what's his name? Remember the guy he knocked out in a round and done the pulse? Yeah? And that's it, the Santos. I've got you in the crowd. And Eubank came into the ring, vaulting over the ropes, and you hadn't even turned pro, Naz. Stop it. And you can't vault no ropes in no amateur boxing. Lie. He's talking crap, Helen. That's what he's done, and I respect Naz as a fighter. But you're talking absolute crap. Eubank copied his ring entrance. Well, I never. Ulick says someone was taken to court over the TV license and lost. So they changed it to any TV signal than just receiving the beat. Is that what they did? Who lost? Wait, Ulick. Who you're saying someone did the BBC lose? That's why they've changed it to any signal, because before it was just the BBC signal. So that means basically, if you don't use BBC, because you can disable BBC. On my TV, I can disable the channels. You can disable the BBC channels and just use your television. So they're saying basically any signal will result in non-payment of license. That's some bull crap. Yeah, they want people to pay the license for using the iPlayer online. Yeah. It is some bullshit, Afro Jam. I can't lie. It's some bull crap. It is some bull crap. Oh, the BBC lost. They can't do that. How can they charge you for? So what? If they pick up signal and you're using other channels and not theirs, how do they justify that? Afro Jam, only way to get away is to prove if you never use it, watch television. I had some issues with that the other year. I don't want to go. Let me see if I can tell the story without me giving out all the details. Oh, fuck it anyway. Look, my mum passed away. And I cut the TV license off. And they phoned him back up like for a little while. Oh, well, you still got a television in there. Well, listen, go suck out. Get out of here, yeah? No one's watching it. No one is watching it, yeah? Nobody was watching it. I had to tell them about. Listen. I use some bit of profane language. It's a con, mate. That's what it is. It's a bloody con. Yeah? Afro Jam said people used to get away by claiming they don't only use it to watch movies. Susan M. No, the license is for watching or recording TV live. There's a channel, Chili John Carno, who tells you everything you need to know about it and how not to pay for it. Okay. Okay. Bloody hell. Wizard Sleeve says BBC. Nazis are us at death's door. Hey, listen. Just for the amount of nonsense they've had in that establishment since the 70s and probably further back, they should cut that license off, bro. Right? They should cut it off. You know what I mean? They should cut it off. Big up, Souza. Big up. Ulix, I recall the case was sometime in the 2000s. I recall the BBC was trying to get that guy's TV to get the signal, to get the BBC signal, and they could not. Man. See, the thing is, man, if they were to dispense with the license, right? Okay, you won't be able to get no BBC content, you won't be able to get the iPlayer, but with all the other content you can get on Freeview alone, let alone content online, nobody would miss the BBC, and they know it, and they know nobody would miss it. They know nobody would miss it. Yeah, do you see how much like they paid that Hugh Edwards? Afro Jam, they're getting paid leave from the tax funds like Hugh. Yeah, and they wanted to pay him back. They wanted to pay back 200 grand. Yeah, gonna what? You think he's not? He ain't gonna pay that back. Well, you think you're gonna guilt him into paying it? You're gonna have to take out legal action. Hugh's not paying it back. You ain't paying the money back, bruh. Beats, you ain't going to miss Neighbours and EastEnders. I don't watch EastEnders. Ain't Neighbours done? Is Neighbours still on the air? I haven't watched EastEnders for years, bro. Can't remember the last time I watched EastEnders units. It's EastEnders is depression. It represents depression. It's the most depressing TV program ever. It had a little spark when it started back in the day, but nah, come on, man. The Dirty Den days, Den and Ange. Remember Dirty Den? Come on, Ange. Dan, you think this? A big bill when the proper cockneys are around. I mean, proper cockneys, mate. That's what it was. That was with the shit. Yeah, Coogan was in EastEnders. I see Coogan in EastEnders, yeah, as an extra. The Fez says EastEnders is obsessed with sex crimes. It's crap now, man. It's crap now. You know what I mean? It's been on the air for a long time. PG London says Phil and Grant. Yeah, them days. You know what I mean? Like Phil and Grant in their heyday. Then you can watch EastEnders. You know what I mean? Phil and Grant. Not now. I mean, like, I don't know. Who still watches? Anyone in there watching? And don't pretend, don't front like you don't watch it. If you watch it, you gotta leave. You gotta rep and say, yeah, I still watch. Nick Cotton. Now you're talking some EastEnders, you licks. Nick Cotton. All right, Ma. All right, Ma. Nick Cotton. Nick was just rotten. Rotten Nick Cotton. Remember, he poisoned up his mother. Take this, Mark. Make you feel better. Poisoning up Doc. Nick was evil. Nick was evil. The Fez says he hasn't watched it in weeks. I haven't watched it in. I'm talking about decades. I haven't watched it in decades. In decades. Afrojack is not even the most popular of them. Emmerdale is far more popular than EastEnders and Corrie. Man, you guys are youngsters, man. I remember when it was Emmerdale Farm and it was basically based around the farm. Nowadays, like you guys are into Emmerdale. You know what I mean? You got Emmerdale. Emmerdale's been around for longer. You know, Emmerdale's been there around for probably the early 70s. When did Emmerdale start? Emmerdale Farm. When did it start? 1972. It was known as, until 89, it was known as Emmerdale Farm. Yeah, 1972. Yeah, Coronation Street is the eldest. Like, Brookside is about 83. Coronation Street is maybe 50s or 60s. Probably 60s. Probably 60s. Coronation Street. When did it start? 1960. 1960. So what's that? 64 years? Bloody hell. Brookside is when? Brookside's about 83. Let's have a look up. Brookside finished long time though. When did Brookside finish? Brookside, 1982. November 1982 to 2003. Wow. Brookside, you know. Calm down. The Scousers. That's the Scousers. That's the Scousers soap. Wow. 1960 Corridor. 1960. That's long, man. Is Ken Barlow still in it? Ken Barlow might have been in it since then, you know, and he's still there. Is Ken Barlow still in it? Fucking hell, Ken, boy. How is Ken Barlow still living? Flipping out. I mean, flipping out. Is he still in it? Yeah, he was in. He debuted in the first episode, 9th of December, 1960. His wife, remember Deirdre? Deirdre went a long time ago, man. Flipping out. I think he made his exit this year. Was it June the 4th? Flipping out. That's crazy. There's no soap star who's been in the game longer than you. You win that record, bro. Nobody can beat that record, surely. Or was it 2020 you moved away? Flipping out. With Ruler Legska. I'm feeling old, man. You know, like I was reading, I was watching a video with Tatum O'Neal, who used to date Michael Jackson. I just said, Beats, you've been around for flipping a minute, bro. Ooh. 60s. The Archers is a radio soap. It's been going since 1951. I don't think. Do I know much about the Archers? I don't know much about it, you know. I'll be honest with you. Now you mention it, I vaguely kind of like, but I don't remember listening to it. Created by Godfrey Basely. Home station BBC Home Service 1950. BBC Light Program 1951 to 67. BBC Radio 4 67 to present day. Whoa! Number of episodes 20,366. The Archers podcast. Whoa! That's crazy. It's got over 5 million listeners still. That's what they're saying. It's Radio 4's most listened to non-news program. Wow. Oh, Lefez says Ken Barlow is still on there, but Geldy's leaving. Yeah, I heard Geldy's leaving. Crossroads was old. When would Crossroads? Crossroads finished long time though. Probably late 80s Crossroads, or maybe 90s. I think 90s. With Meg Mortimer. Yeah. British soaps. Final episode was 1988, 1964. Had a 24-year run. Because it used to be neck and neck with Coronation Street, and then all of a sudden, they just cut it loose. Nah, I don't see the Archers going anywhere. Afro Jam. Souza. Do I remember when Billy Joe Saunders slapped Deontay Wilder with a chicken in Nando's? It's funny. I see a video today with Wilder, and he was talking about he loves Nando's over here, like spicy rice, half a chicken. He was saying he said he loves it, and I've noticed a lot of Americans they love Nando's over here. They love Nando's. I don't mind Nando's. I don't mind Nando's. I don't mind Nando's. Get some good food in Nando's. You know what I mean? BG London, home and away. Sally's Babylons. What's that, BG? Beauty of the pencil. Thanks for the stream. Catch up again soon. Big yourself up. Big yourself up. Big yourself up. Afro Jam radio probably more popular than terrestrial television nowadays. I tell you what, man. Like when I'm cleaning up, I normally listen to my DAB, and you get some good plays on there. You know, you get some good plays. You get some good play, like you know them. I don't even know what station. Like sometimes you just get. You know what I mean? It's just an audio play. The Fez had Nando's once 14 years ago and never had the desire to try it again. Okay, not for you. I don't mind Nando's. I don't mind a bit of Nando's. Ulix Games reminds me of some of those American shows I would watch. Dynasty, Dallas, Kirby, The Young and the Restless. Dallas was the shit, man. Dallas was the shit. With the sleeves as Ken Barlow fought in the Boer War. Flipping out. I'm near the same age as my mum, man. He's still going, man. Afro Jam. Nando's is not that spicy. Americans are capable of eating it. No. It depends. You've got certain levels of spice you can get. They give you about 3 levels of spice. You've got about 3 levels. Medium, light, and you know what I mean, obviously hot. Yep, Billy Joe. All right, people. I think we call it a day, ain't it? Call it a day, ain't it? When we start talking about Ken Barlow, innit? When we gonna start talking about Ken Barlow, boy? Ken Barlow and Deirdre. Yeah, soap operas, man. Like, they're still pretty relevant. I think what's one of the not Brookside, Hollyhocks. That's just full of freaks, though, isn't it? I'm not sure. Sorry, I apologize to the to the alphabet community. Apologies, you know what I mean? Might cancel me out. Wizard Sleeve says Americans are capable of eating anything. I don't know about that. I think Karma would argue with that. Karma Sareen, she'll argue. You know what I mean? You try getting Karma Sareen to eat a good plate of beans and toast. She's not fucking having it. You know what I mean? JR shooting the biggest salt line is that was huge. Who shot JR? That was huge. That was huge, man. The newspapers, they milked that. But they didn't need to. Like, Dallas was such a popular show. Dallas and Dynasty. And Falcon Crest. What's is it? There was another one, but it was on ITV. Was it Rich Man Poor Man with Falcon Etty? That was really popular. That was my mum used to love that, man. With Peter Strauss. Oh, Nick Nolte was in it. Bloody hell. Yeah. TV used to be dread, man. Yeah, Helen. Yeah. Talking about Who Shot JR. We out of here, people. Peace. Catch you guys on the next one.